Well, just a little refresher course for you as to where we stand. Heading back into Premier League action, Week 5, Manchester United trailing Leicester City. It's 8th against 3rd at Old Trafford as we welcome Ian Darke into the show to give us his thoughts on the looming weekend ahead. I tell you what, Ian, there's a lengthy line outside the Old Trafford treatment room at the moment. The list of casualties expanding for Manchester United. No Paul Pogba, no Anthony Martial, Jesse Lingard also out, Luke Shaw not available, amongst others, against Leicester City. So, Ian, when we look at a potential and possible Manchester United starting 11, Greenwood, McTominay, Matic, Young at the back, it doesn't exactly make any opponents run for the hills, does it? It's particularly underwhelming, don't you think? Are they in trouble?
They're in a little bit of trouble, aren't they? They've got this injury list at the moment. They haven't won since the opening day of the season. And there was a time, of course, when teams would go to Old Trafford and think they were lucky to get a corner. They'd have a party if they got so much as a point there, but not anymore. They've already lost at home to Crystal Palace this season. And I think you'd have to fancy Leicester City, who are a good team. They haven't lost so far. They've won their last 2. Jamie Vardy's on fire. So this is another tough one for Manchester United, the way things stand. And I don't think they got it right in the summer again. They needed to do more in the transfer market. In particular, I think they had to beef up the midfield. And I think there was a player, really, who was around and they could have got, I think, Bruno Fernandes, the excellent Portuguese international player, who scores goals, adds dynamism to the midfield. But that deal wasn't done. I know he was on the shopping list. He was on a few people's shopping list. They didn't get him. And they don't really have someone who can pick the locks. And they don't really have an out-and-out goal scorer. They've got one big success story there at the moment, and that's Dan James, who's arrived with a flurry of goals and great speed.
Stevie, though, again, 2 points out of their last 9, and this is the lineup. Leicester City scared of this?
Whenever you used to go to United, you talk about dynamic. They were coming at you from every which way, wide, through the middle, over the top. They'd run you over. They'd 1-2 you to death. They'd pass you to death. They'd outskill you to death. You were absolutely scared stiff going to Old Trafford. And you look at that side. I mean, going forward, really, you've got Rashford right up the top. Is he going to have to do it on his own? James is a rookie. Greenwood's a rookie. Mata can't get around the field. And you've got the dynamic duo not in the middle of the park of Matic and McTominay. How are they going to break MD down?
The odds makers, however, Shaka, do not share our pessimism about United. They are still very much odds-on to win. 13-10. You could get 7-2 on Leicester City, winning nearly 3-1 on the draw. Do they have it right, the odds makers?
I don't think so. I think this is more reflective of Manchester United fans being having a certain amount of confidence around their team, which only fans can explain, in all honesty. Let's be honest. Look, you're looking at this Leicester, who started the season slowly, responded, have won their last 2 in the league, and most impressively of all, are in my top 10 of clubs, which, yes, you know, well, takes some doing.
That takes a lot of engineering.
So that should tell all you need to know about Leicester City. But to Steve's point, Leicester, given their start to the season, given where they are, given what they did a few seasons ago, and maybe thinking that they maybe not do the same, but can emulate that, go into Old Trafford, see that as a possible lineup. And you are not afraid of anything that United have to offer on the day.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.